Substandard and inadequate care led to the deaths of 3 infants and left women with lifelong physical and emotional injuries after being treated at Queensland's Mackay Base Hospital, a damning report has found. Health Minister Yvette D'Ath nearly broke down in tears as she revealed the findings of an investigation into Mackay Base Hospital's obstetrics and gynaecology services. No family should ever have to experience the devastating loss of a child, and certainly not under these circumstances, she said. Read more. Forensics freeze at Queensland DNA testing lab. To all the women and families who have been impacted by these failings, I offer my sincerest, unreserved apology. However, the women who told their stories to the investigation were told they were unable to hear the findings in person. It's disrespectful to what every single woman has been through, victim Melissa Ferrier told 9 News. Read more. Tradies perform citizen's arrest after Toyota Hilux allegedly stolen. Instead, they watched the apology on a live stream on their phones and met with D'Ath behind closed doors later in the day. The fact is, there are dozens and dozens of women who have been affected by this, D'Ath said. I want to make sure that every woman who has been impacted by this, who wants to be heard, who wants to meet with me, will get that opportunity. 26 women, including the mothers of the 3 infants, suffered below standard care which led to the harm, D'Ath added. Those women have been offered compensation. The report found there were many examples of care that was below an acceptable standard of care for a Queensland hospital. Investigators said there were many examples of substandard clinical care, poor clinical incident monitoring, poor management of safety and quality, complications and clinical deterioration, and poor human resource management. Systemic failures at all levels throughout the organization allowed poor practice and bad behavior to flourish, making ONG, obstetrics and gynaecology, care at Mackay Base Hospital less safe, the report read. Questions remain unanswered. First-time mum Jessica Beasley had 4 days with her baby boy Nathan before he died in 2013. Mackay Base Hospital admitted the care Beasley received caused harm to both her and her unborn child. My son died and he shouldn't have, she said. I spoke up nearly 9 years ago about this. Why has it taken all of these people going through trauma, going through losing their child? The management team at Mackay Base Hospital is working to restore the faith of the community. I'm very confident that what we have put in place, we are providing safe care, Interim CEO Paula Foley said. However, some of the women who told their stories to the investigation remain unconvinced. They're just trying to put a blanket over it and it's not okay, victim Chloe Gaudian said. Ferrier said the women were left with unanswered questions. There's no comfort, Terry's no closure, and I honestly believe we still don't have any answers, she said. Women suffer lifelong physical and mental harm, report says. It said over 170 women came forward to detail their experience at the hospital while the investigation interviewed 81. Many with difficult tales of things that had gone wrong, and many who have sustained lifelong physical and mental harm, the report detailed. 26 have been offered a pathway to compensation, while 63 are promising to fight for restitution. D'Ath said the women who came forward shone a light on failings that have been hidden for far too long. Read more. The 4 scams Optus customers need to watch out for. Opposition leader David Crisafulli said his party would be prosecuting this until every single one of these women are given justice. Staff tried to raise concerns but were dismissed. The report found the staff at the hospital had tried to raise concerns but were dismissed by senior staff, in particular after October 2020. Staff raised issues. Staff were ignored. That, I have serious concerns about, D'Ath said. D'Ath said the staff who dismissed concerns have been referred to the Health Ombudsman Office. She added other individuals referred to in the report are no longer employed at the hospital and there has been a change in leadership. Investigators said they recognized most health professionals want to do the best for their patients. However, there were collective failings at Mackay Base Hospital, by both staff and leadership. They should never forget that the success of an organization is only made possible by the combined efforts of many, with responsible leadership from above, the report said. Read more. Biden warns of substantial loss of life after Hurricane Ian. Our health system can and must do better. Investigators made 120 recommendations and D'Ath said 47 have been implemented. We owe it to the women who have come forward as part of this investigation to make improvements to clinical governance here in Mackay and elsewhere across the state, she said. D'Ath said the report shows the health system broadly in the state must do better. The report began on November 1 last year and looked at the maternity and gynecological departments at the hospital between July 1, 2019 and October 31, 2021.